Hey guys, what's going on? Stevie Boy over here, and welcome to Stories from the Garage, Quarantine Edition. Yes, we are still quarantining. I guess we really are going now for a quarantine, which stands for 40 days under a lockdown. Actually, myself, I've been locked down since. Well, not fully locked down. I'm still able to go grocery shopping and all that, right? But I've been pretty much inside of the house since March something something. Let me see. Actually, since March, when have I been staying in the house? It's been quite some time actually since I've been to the office. It's probably more than a month, I want to say. Let's see. When did this whole fucking mess started? When did this whole fucking mess start? Was it the... So I think I went in to my office for the last time on March 10th. So yeah, it's been a full month actually. So about 30 days already of isolation, and I think that we are gonna go at least until May 3rd apparently, but that all depends on how the how do you call this? It all depends on what scientists end up telling the governors and how they will react and what their I guess what the guidelines would be to prevent people from catching coronavirus. Yeah. Man, this whole thing has been a mess, hasn't it? Like, I don't even remember, like, being, like, for such a long time instead of just one place. And, yeah, I mean, you just gotta put up with it, you know? Like, what can you do? At least fortunately I do still have my job. And I can work from home. Like, I know other people, they are probably, like, going crazy about not being able to work or anything like that. So I really feel for them. But yeah, yeah, it's rough times for sure. But yeah, what rough times will either is what they say, right? Like what doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. So I'm pretty sure that we'll come out stronger after all this mess is over. Yeah, I've been learning a lot about like side projects that I have, like making masks for covering your face and also making shields. Well, I still have to post a video about that. I'm just being super lazy. But basically, it's like, honestly, if you know how to make quesadillas, I think that you'll be fine making your how do you call this, your mask. Yeah, and it's really cool. Like I've been getting the hang of it. It's fun, and you know, learning new things about manual work. That's pretty cool. Like I said, making that face shield. It's pretty cool actually. All you need is a bottle of plastic and that's it. You know, you just cut it around. You funnel around with it for a little bit. You fumble it. You go around. You massage it a little bit, and boom. You end up with a beautiful mask to protect your beautiful face. And that's fantastic. You know, it works for me. It's been working for me for quite some time now. I think I have made that mask. Well, it's not quite some time. What am I saying? Is that like, I think I made it last week. Yeah, last Friday. I had to go shopping, so that morning I woke up and I was like, you know what? I think it is time to make myself a mask. And certainly I did. It was cool. You know, it's kind of crazy how like I'm running out of stuff what to talk about here. Dang, you son of a bitch! Come on, just can you think of someone? Oh yeah, this is something really funny actually. On the news, I was reading about this simians, right? That they predate Homo sapiens. I think that they are like the whole story happened like 35 million years ago, where the simians were playing around on some log off the coast of Africa, and so somehow I guess they ended up having a raft, and because of the current and all that, they ended up being in Peru. You know, that's really cool. I thought that was pretty awesome. But the funny thing about this whole mess is that when they have the title of simians go on raft from Africa to Latin America, well, I think it's like simians. I think the actual title said simians go from Africa to America. It was really funny because on the they have a boat, and in the boat there it's basically full of scientists, you know. So I was like, I wonder if we have finally decided that we all are descendants of monkeys, and so we have decided that you know what, like simians is a better way to call ourselves instead of calling ourselves human beings, because that's what we all are, like evolved monkeys. That's what we all are anyways. So you know, like it's good to accept what you are, you know. And honestly, like I want to say that even like animals overall, they have more instinct of they have their instinct of survival, and their instinct of self-preservation is definitely higher than the one for human beings, because we just keep on watching the news like maniacs, and we just keep on like looking at social media, this and that. And honestly, like I look at my cat, right? The poor guy is chill as hell, you know. He's just like hanging out there. You know, super upset about me staying at home. Like he has, like I think that his sleeping habits have been thrown off the roof, basically, like because I've taken over the living room. My girlfriend stays in the bedroom. We both are working, of course, but it's really funny because I guess since cats are territorial, the little cat basically used to stay in the living room, and he was basically the owner of the living room. And now that I've taken over the space, he feels in a way that I basically conquered a place that used to be his. So he's always grumpy and looking at me and meowing. Although he comes over and he rubs on my feet and on my legs, you know. But it's still very funny, yeah. Like poor thing. Like he had, from one day where he had the entire apartment for himself, the next day basically he ended up being relegated, you know. And it's not like I'm basically like pushing him away or anything like that, you know. It's just like the whole fact that cats are so territorial that he just feels that I've taken over his space. Yeah, and he looks at me very crampy, and a lot of times he meows at me, and he's just looking at me like he cannot wait for me to just go somewhere. Or I'm pretty sure he gets super excited whenever we are going grocery shopping. Actually, I can picture him actually having a party like the one that Macaulay Culkin had during the whole Home Alone thing, where he gets left out at home, and then he ends up making this Christmas party, and then he's basically like eating ice cream and just like making a whole mess, basically, right, for an hour that we are gone. And then when we come back from grocery shopping, the guy was probably like, dang it, you humans are back. Ugh, leave me alone. So yeah. And just one more thing actually that I've been doing to the cat is like, I've been trying to train him actually, because with the treats, because you know how like I used to basically leave the treats. He has this like 2-story, it's like a 2-story toy that he has, right? Like where he can jump back and forth, first story and a second story, so he can go back and forth, jumping back and forth. So what I do is I put treats for him, up and down, top floor and bottom floor, so he can just go from one place to the other, right? But then I figured that with all this COVID thing and just the chances that we as humanity may not make it, has forced me to teach my cat to some survival skills. So I'm basically teaching him how to look for treats, So the way I do it is I basically put the treats, each treat that I grab, I put it on the corner of every on every corner of its toy that he has. So he basically has to hand down now for the treats. He doesn't have them right there anymore, and it's very funny because the guy thinks that like I grab the bag and I just like make the sound with the bag, and he immediately knows that he's going to get treats, right? But then I put them on the corners, and then I put the bag away, and then when he comes over, he doesn't see the treats, right? So he's probably looking at me like, what the fuck? You just tricked me, mother effer. You just wanted me to stand up. It's probably what he's saying instead of himself. So I'm basically tapping on every corner. So he has to basically learn that he has to look for his food, like nothing comes for free, buddy. Like you are basically a freeloader, like you have food, water, and a ceiling for yourself right now. You have a roof on top of your head. So, man, at least to get your treats, you gotta work for me now, man. Like you're not gonna get them right away. So you have to look for them. And so yeah, that's what I've been doing with him. And yeah, so it's been quite an experience for sure. And yeah. And other than that, I'm just trying to learn machine learning on my free time. I don't know how the fuck that's going to go. I was just having trouble installing the code itself. Installing the packages themselves. So that's supposed to be the easy part. So I'm like, fuck this. Maybe tomorrow. Alright guys, that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast, and if you have any comments, suggestions, if you need any advice at all, feel free to contact me. My email is going to be basically storiesfromthegarage@gmail.com, and I promise you I'll look at your messages and I'll make sure that I make fun of them. And honestly, you and I can get a laughter out of it. In these times of quarantine, we all have to be a team. So let's stay together and let's keep in touch. Like, I'm glad that you guys are listening to my voice, and I would love to listen back from you. Well, probably not listen, but to read back from you, And yeah, so that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoy this, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. And like, we are doing this, it's harsh sometimes to get around the idea of staying at home, but this is for each and every one of us, so just keep up the good work, guys. Don't do anything at home. Just stay at home, keep up the good work. Yeah, no, seriously, just thank you so much for staying at home. And yeah, I definitely am staying at home for my beloved ones. Like, I really want to share more experiences with them, and so just gotta make those tiny sacrifices. At least personally, I'm not like in the front line, either taking care of patients or having to go driving an ambulance or driving a bus. I'm not a bus driver, I'm not a firefighter, I'm not a first responder. Like, if anybody needs help, of course I would help out, but honestly, right now the best thing that we all can do is stay at home if we don't have to be out. And for all of you guys who don't have a job, once again, like, I really appreciate, like, out of everybody, you guys are the ones that I probably appreciate the most, besides the people that are keeping everything working for us, like doctors, nurses, and sales clerks, all of them, the sales clerks at the supermarket. So thank you guys. I really appreciate what you guys are doing for us, and stay strong. This is a team, and a day that has gone by is a day that is one day less of this time of let's call repentment. How about that? Like, once we are done with this, we'll probably have so much repentment that we'll come through it like better people, hopefully. All right, stay strong, and remember, quarantine, guys, quarantine. Enjoy quarantine while being a good quarantine mate. All right, love you guys. Bye.